Hi everybody, my name is Ili and welcome to another episode of Borak Santai BSN. Now today is a very, very special episode, okay? Because the word simpanan is actually very, very common, especially in BSN, kan? I mean, of course, BSN always encourage people to save. I mean, even our parents, as we are growing up, they're always like, hey, you better save money, huh? You better save money so that your future is okay, right? That's literally what the conversation is about today. Now, the thing is, right, when you do save, kan? Because BSN actually has a lot of products that they offer us to save that money. And then when we become a millionaire, what's next? What do we do with all of this money? Wow, I wish I could say that, but I cannot say that yet. Maybe one day, or thanks to
One day,
BSN.
one day.
Maybe one day. Now, of course, today to tackle this topic, we actually have our Ketua Executive BSN, J. Kyril. What's up, Jay?
Hi, hello everyone. How are you, Willie?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Make sure when you are a millionaire, you are banking with us.
Oh, alamak. This is manifestation or what?
Because I'll remember this conversation
Oh no,
and I will look for you.
Book you already immediately.
Yeah. Of course, we have Peter Yong from Mister Money TV. Hello,
Hi,
Peter.
everyone. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. So, Peter, you're already a millionaire? Or?
Hopefully.
Same lah, both of us in the same boat, huh? Okay, all right. So, obviously, a lot of people would say bila dah jadi jutawan ni kan, hidup memang dah senang, automatic. That's what people think, right? But is it really that true? I mean, of course, I feel like even as a millionaire, you have challenges that you have to face, kan? So, what do we do actually when we have this huge amount of money? Jay, maybe you can start with this one.
Okay. So I don't have that huge amount of money to tell you my personal experience.
Yeah,
so I have to
I'm just
rely.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to rely on other people's experience.
Yes.
But when we were young, when we start off in life, well, when we first got our first job, our motivation are very simple, right? We said, hey, if I have 100,000, cukup lah, I can do a lot of things already, right?
Betul.
And then you actually have the 100,000, and then suddenly you realize, mana cukup, right? Tak cukup. I need to have 500,000 now, right?
Betul.
But what are the things that have changed, right, along the way, right? A lot of times it is about lifestyle, right? When you have 100,000, you behave differently. You start to think about things that you cannot own before you had the 100,000, right?
Yeah.
Then suddenly you think, oh, I can aspire to think about 500,000. What life is with 500,000. Lepas tu dia berterusan lah.
Betul.
Yang itu yang always is the trap. We call it money trap, right? Because no amount of money is enough if you are not able to also juggle your wants and your needs.
Betul.
Right? Well, I don't have the experience of being billionaire or whatever. But maybe that is a different topic lah.
Yeah.
So in our conversation, I think today will be very much on what if you have 1 million already.
Yep.
So marketing time. Sorry, Peter, because you invite me and sorry, this is show about BSN Jutawan.
So we got to talk about it,
We
right?
have
Yeah.
kena lah sikit, right?
Yeah.
I'm
And
duty bound.
Betul juga. Anyway,
I'm
BSN memang did produce banyak jutawan.
115 jutawan sehingga bulan lepas. Kami telah pun umumkan jutawan kami yang ke-115 melalui produk flagship kami, iaitu SSP, CJ Simpanan Premium. So yang masih belum menyimpan dengan CJ Simpanan Premium, kami telah pun melahirkan 115 jutawan. Inilah peluang anda dan mungkin andalah jutawan kami yang seterusnya.
Yes. Also, if not mistaken, all of these people are from all walks of life, kan?
All walks of life.
All types of Malaysians, yes?
And Ili, I want to go back to, in our real life examples, we have penore getah who have won RM1 million.
Wow.
And we would think, masa dia datang, masa kita umumkan, masa kita jumpa dia, we would
Dia
think
pengsan.
pengsan lah. Life changer, right?
Yeah.
1 million. I mean, no, please, I don't mean it's not discriminating the job of penerima kata. It's a very noble job.
Yeah.
It does help with a lot of things. But we would think naturally that lifestyle would change, kan? I mean, you just won RM1 million, right? It's not small money. But guess what? This penerima kata of ours remain as a penerima kata.
Betul.
I don't know, as we speak now, he still is a penerima
Tapi
kata.
sekarang dia torek getah dia sendiri.
His
Maybe
own
now dia
one,
torek getah bergaya lah sikit, kan?
Pakai LV untuk torek
pakai,
getah.
tapi dia masih lagi penerima kata. Now, contoh satu. Contoh dua, kita ada juga pemenang jutawan pump attendant.
Wow.
No, I sengaja cari all this example and then quote this example because I want to also amplify the fact that they have remained in their job he has remained in their job as a pump attendant until today. So now, and when we speak to this pump attendant, when we speak to this penerima kata, I mean, we have had, of course lah, kita ada pilot pun yang menang.
Yeah.
1 million. Kita ada guru yang bersara yang menang. All different walks of life, different profession, different demography, different profile in terms of income dan sebagainya, ramai. Tetapi yang menyentuh hati lah, yang very ini is when we speak to these people, like why didn't life change for you, right? So their definition of what life changed for them is what they could do to help their family members, right? The things that it's not so much, it's the same thing macam bila dia menerima getah is to provide, right? So when I have that 1 million is to continue to provide but better, right? So again, when you have achieved that financial comfort, it is always selalunya lah, how you can be a lot more comfortable is the mindset, right? It's what you do with the money. Kalau aku dah menang 1 juta, jom kita belanja, kita habiskan, kita balas dendam selama ni kita tak ada duit macam tu. Money, 1 million will be gone in no time.
Yeah.
Right? So when it is invested properly, right? The 1 million can grow, can multiply, right? So these are real life examples that I could share, but different ways, different meaningful ways.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
So actually, I pernah pergi Melaka. 2-3 years ago, I pernah buat satu collaboration dengan BSN, and then I pergi Melaka jumpa satu pemenang. Then we went and give the prize together, kan. So I get to see behind the scenes. It's quite interesting sebab dia satu pakcik. Then bila BSN telefon dia kata you menang 1 juta tu, then the family all thought it's a scam. So they had to verify it.
I mean, because suddenly got call and then
very
win
sure,
RM1 million, a
very
bit sus
sure.
lah.
Betul. I think anyone pick up a call and say you win RM1 million, I'll be a bit worried also lah.
Yeah, then the next conversation is like, okay, so you need to just give us your bank account number and then your details, like usually that's the case.
Okay. So in this case dia real, kan. Then saya
Betul.
pergi sana jumpa dia, memang you can see lah, they are, I mean, who's not happy, kan.
Yeah.
But I've heard both sides of the story from here. Just like apa yang Mr. J kata tu, ada yang stay in their lane, terus buat kerja, they don't bazirkan duit, they just live a maybe slightly better life. But juga ada yang you can see banyak orang datang cari dia. So from that lesson I learned one thing. Kalau kamu menang duit tu, janganlah heboh-hebohkan kepada neighbours.
Betul.
Sebab ada satu story yang saya dengar tu, yang satu pakcik tu dia dapat duit tu, then semua neighbours datang. Then dia bagi semua orang angpau lah. Satu orang 1,000. Sebab, so some people, so I ask like, kenapa logic macam ni? So everyone start guessing, kan.
Yeah.
Then ada orang yang kata, maybe it's better to bagi lah. Sebab later people rob you, kan.
Yeah.
At least ada lah, you have contributed something,
contributed
kan.
something.
Yeah.
Then, but some people actually choose to just ambil, then keep quiet, stick with their job. The only difference is mungkin when their children go to school, they get to go to a better school nanti. Yeah, so I think bila dapat 1 juta tu, it's very important for your choice lah. Ya, apa yang kamu gunakan duit tu. Sebab kalau kamu tak ada financial literacy, literasi kawangan kamu tak bagus, after 2 years, 3 years, sudah tak ada juga.
Betul?
So I can tell you very honestly for myself juga kan.
Yeah.
I can
How
tell
many
you
millions have you got already, Peter? You have to tell
Alamak.
us first.
This one a bit TMI.
Okay lah. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm okay.
okay,
Yeah,
good,
I'm
good.
okay.
Good.
But I boleh kata my lifestyle today is less than when I earn lesser.
Oh.
That's interesting. You would think it's the other way around, kan?
That's borderline kedekut, Peter.
Alamak.
No,
Jay
I still
calling.
play golf.
Oh, you still play golf?
I play
Wow,
golf.
wow,
Golf
okay.
tu
Golf
is-
expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap. I play
Okay.
golf. But kalau kata pakaian semua tu, everything just simple brand.
Yeah.
I don't wear branded stuff. My most branded is probably iPhone. Yeah, and that's also because work. Yeah.
Reliable, stable.
Yeah.
You need all that.
My car also company car.
Mm.
I have an Activa as well. Right. So I still rent a house.
Okay.
I tak beli rumah sendiri sampai sekarang.
Mm.
Oh.
I ada rumah tapi I rent it out to people. But rumah sendiri I tak. Banyak orang mereka kata you hit your first million then duduk besar sikit. So ada dengar banyak macam ni.
Ya,
Lepas 1 juta terus ubah suai rumah. Buat besar sikit.
Tukar langsir.
Tukar langsir. Tapi
Betul.
sebenarnya do you really need it?
That's true. I mean, a lot of things out there lah. Do we really need it, kan?
Yeah.
Sebenarnya lah.
So
Ah.
that is my practice today. Live a simple life.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's good. But what do you actually spend on though? If you don't mind, don't mind us asking. Like, what is something that you, I guess, find joy in?
I think number one, under the business, there's already quite a lot of expenses.
Okay.
But business aside at a personal level,
Ah.
I like one thing. Saya pergi makan, saya tak perlu tengok menu sebelah kanan. Price. Okay. I walk in, I nak makan apa, I makan. Okay. Tapi caveat yang paling expensive you pergi shopping mall lah. You bukan pergi hotel makan omakase tengok sebelah kanan lah. That one is different story.
Yes,
right? I'm
yes,
talking
yes.
about cafe biasa. You masuk, you tak perlu kata hari ni kalau makan oriental, I have to struggle kan.
Right.
Kalau baju saya koyak, saya boleh terus beli. So this kind of thing is things that I take joy in. And saya boleh pergi main golf bila saya nak main. So these are some of the things that I'm okay with. And saya tak ada join golf course membership. Saya hanya
Okay.
pergi main.
Macam day
per
pass
game.
lah. Day pass.
Yes. So,
Okay.
yalah. I happy to live the life that I want.
Okay, that's nice. I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of gives perspective to everybody who, you know,
Yeah.
probably is a millionaire.
Correct.
Like, that's good because you're not really spending or splurging so much money, kan?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wanted to ask both of you guys, Jay and Peter, do you both think that having savings is still important if you already have RM1 million? Because obviously, you know, you already said, ada RM1 million, boleh spend. Tapi sebenarnya,
Yeah.
savings is very important, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your take on
Definitely.
this?
Definitely have to save kan.
Yeah.
You
Kita macam, of course.
10 juta pun perlu save.
Uish, 100 juta also bersave.
Saving tu satu habit sebenarnya.
True. That's why Bank Simpanan is still here today after 50 years. For
Faham?
people to continue saving.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it goes back to the choice we choose in life, right? Like, you know, the earlier example, why did I quote the penuri getah example, the pump attendant example, is because they could have decided to stop their, you know, rather difficult job, right? Because there is that financial comfort already. But the reason why, you know, individuals like them feel that, look, they need to continue. One thing is it keeps them humble, right? It's
Yeah.
very important to be humble in everything we do, right? if you think you are a millionaire, there are many more millionaires, right? If you think your lifestyle can change today, whether it will last you for the next 5 years or 10 years. So if at all, if you have attained the first million, however you attain it, whether it's through business, whether it's through Simpanan, CJ Simpanan Premium BSN, hint-hint, yang belum lagi melabur.
Oh.
Um, what is next, right? What is next? And it's very important for us to have that discipline, right? And if you have saved for a long time to get to 1 million, you would have known, susah peritnya macam mana nak sampai, kan? Untuk kita dapat savings jumlah dia macam tu. Tapi kalau you dapat durian runtuh, right? That's where they become sangat-sangat orang kata mudah untuk kita hilang sejuta tu dalam sekelip mata. So that's why it's very important for us berbalik kepada financial education, berbalik kepada financial literacy. If we are the income earner for the family, it is to provide, and so we have to make sure that there is the ability to continue to provide. So jangan kita straight away change in terms of lifestyle and all, because that's when 1 million is not that much today if you really think about it. So always have that buffer for you to remain comfortable. If you have already come to a level where you are comfortable, you must always remember what is it? Apa yang diperlukan untuk kita remain comfortable, right? So yang itu yang kita kena pegang lah, yang kita kena fikir dan ingat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think one thing that Jay said is very true, kan? Itu, even though you jadi jutawan, you have to remain humble.
Yes.
I think sometimes banyak orang tu success get into their head.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, so tadi kita makan lunch, kita kata tu BBNU.
BBNU. Budak baru nak up.
Budak baru nak up.
Budak-budak nak up. I thought this was a product from BSN. Tapi sebenarnya tak. Oh, faham.
So bila dapat tong emas pertama tu, then mesti nak tunjuk orang kamu kaya.
Oof. Yeah.
I think that is the biggest mistake.
Yeah.
It's best to actually just remain humble. You tak perlu semua orang tahu kamu kaya. You hanya perlu bank tahu kamu kaya je.
Yeah, betul. So life ada ups and downs, kan?
Correct.
Betul.
Yeah.
So I think that is one very important attitude to have. Then you are able to live a better life in the sense. Dan juga happier. Sebab bila kamu ada duit tu, banyak orang akan datang. Mereka ingat kamu boleh belanja makan ke, boleh pinjam duit ke, semua tu. You cari masalah sendiri.
Yes, betul.
You fikir bila kamu bagi tahu kamu, oh sekarang saya ada Lamborghini semua tu. Ni your friend pergi makan dengan kamu, who do you think he expect to pay?
Yeah.
He expect you to pay, kan?
Of course, because they know.
You ni pakai Lamborghini tak boleh belanja makan ke? And then in your heart you thinking, you ingat you bini I ke perlu belanja kamu makan? I pakai Lambo, saya punya masalah sendiri. That's the truth, kan?
Yeah.
Janganlah you show, then you akan invite masalah macam ni juga.
Okay. Yalah, because suddenly people know you got money, right? Suddenly your uncle you haven't spoken to for 30 years suddenly come to your doorstep. That's when you know you should keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
Betul tak?
but to be fair, when you have money also, we also have an element of charitable and the thought of helping out.
Always remember to give back.
It's true. My mom always used to say, the more you give, the more you get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
which
we
I
don't
agree.
say it as like, kamu ada juta tu, then you perlu jadi kedekut. Bukan.
Yeah.
Tapi don't invite unnecessary kind of attention.
Betul.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, so Jay, just now I terdengar you said SSP, kan? SSP.
Yang ni sudah banyak jutawan.
Marketing.
Cik, marketing. So can you explain to everybody in a nutshell what is BSN SSP actually?
So, we actually coined this product in 1978.
Wow. I wasn't born
Sudah
yet.
lebih daripada 40 tahun. Both of you were not born yet.
Alamak.
And in 1978, we came up with this noble idea where it is a saving certificate, right? It's a saving certificate. That is why the name CJ Simpanan Premium lah. And until today, it is still 10 ringgit per certificate. Of course, now we don't issue certificate. Everything is digital now. So we just issue e-certificate. It's in there, the serial number in your account and your database. So every month we have this. So while you save, while you invest in that CJ Simpanan ni, you invest continuously, hopefully, perpetually, and we have monthly draws.
Okay.
So over the years, what has changed is bermula pada tahun 1978, masa tu dia banyaknya dalam bentuk hadiah lah, hadiah kereta dan sebagainya. So apa yang telah berubah ialah kita telah mempelbagaikan kategori-kategori pemenang satu, right? So termasuklah sekarang ni setiap bulan akan ada cabutan jutawan.
Wish,
Right.
best.
So every month you will have a millionaire that will be drawn from the pool of investors lah, ya, ataupun penyimpan lah. That's one. And then yang keduanya, kita pun telah memperhebatkan lagi produk ni dengan pulangan dividen. So now, if you save, there is tiering, tetapi it's up to 2.5%.
Wow.
So besides the chance of winning or being a millionaire or winning our pelbagai category, we still give cars. So every month there's a state draw that we give maybe each for each state.
Wow.
Lepas tu dia ada bulanan, kita ada hadiah kereta yang macam-macam lah, the luxury, the good cars lah, BMW, Mercedes, Audi and all those. And then on top of that, you still get a return of 2.5%. So what we have changed is the kepelbagaian in terms of hadiah kategori pemenang. So today we have the consistent savers category. We have frontline categories. We also have penyimpan B40 yang mostly are from the category of our STR recipients. So they do stand a chance to win if they invest or they keep their cash yang diterima tu. Kalau ada yang dia boleh letak ke tepi sedikit, the amount is can also be entitled for all these cabutan lah. So we have come a long way. We have differentiated the product somewhat in terms of the price that we give out, in terms of the returns dan sebagainya. So those are literally what it is. It's principal guaranteed, of course. Otherwise, this product would not be laku. So if at any point in time there is a need for you to withdraw the cash, say if you have perpetually saved 100, 200, dan satu hari you dah ada, say contohnya 150,000, then tiba-tiba there is an emergency need of the 150,000, you can withdraw.
Oh.
And it's 150,000 plus the return, nothing less, right? So it's guaranteed that way, and it's also a form of savings. One of our, of course, our flagship product, but it's also a product that we encourage people to save with.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Peter, so I just want to ask lah, have you registered for this BSN SSP? Have you submitted yourself or belum lagi?
I have an account. I'm thinking after I finish this, I should go there and check. Maybe actually I won it, but I haven't claimed it, right?
we would have informed you.
Okay.
We would have informed you.
Okay, so I mean, I'm excited. I actually want to try. So how do we do this? How does anybody who wants to get this SSP? We just go to
So
BSN.
if you're not already a customer of ours, kalau dah customer tu, all you can do is, we have that, whether it's the digital, you can go to the app, you can actually purchase it there. You can actually buy it also from the ATM machine. Of course, you can go to any of our branch counters, and it's as simple as transferring money from another account, or you just invest fresh.
Yeah.
It's that simple, right?
Wow.
If you are not yet a customer of the bank, then you have to be first a customer of the bank, and there are multiple ways to do it now. And you can, the best way is to go visit the nearest branch to open an account, and then once you have an account with us, you can definitely invest and
Wow,
save.
so I just have to give my IC and then what? Minimum 10 ringgit?
Your
and
10 ringgit.
and
That's
I
all.
can be a millionaire.
You can be a millionaire.
You stand a chance
Yeah.
to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Guys, it's a win-win, guys.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Right after this.
Yeah.
right
And if
after
you need your
this.
10 ringgit back, you can actually withdraw it.
Oh my gosh, there you go.
We won't encourage you to withdraw,
Ah,
right?
faham.
And why I say this is because we have had cases where ada seorang pakcik ni, dia pernah datang ke branch. Dia kata, pakcik, dia cakap dengan teller lah. Ni teller, when I spoke to the teller, that's what the teller told me. Pakcik ni dah simpan SSP ni, dah berpuluh tahun dah, dek. Tak pernah pun pakcik menang. Periuk nasi pun tak pernah menang. Right? Pakcik nak keluarkan lah. So, the teller ni, her natural instinct masa tu, jangan pakcik. Pakcik 1 bulan je pakcik simpan lagi. Kan? Dia kata tak tahulah. Cakap macam mana you janji dengan sebulan, buatnya tak menang macam mana?
Alamak.
Tak tahu. Masa tu I just nak make sure dia tak keluarkan duit dia. Right? So, pakcik, sebulan je pakcik jangan keluarkan duit ni. Right? Kalau bulan depan pakcik tak menang, pakcik keluarkanlah. So, idea dia ialah, it's a delay tactic lah supaya dia lupa lah bulan depan kan. He won a car. The next draw.
There's no way.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is something that we cannot tell. And, so, this is, sajalah sebab ni borak santai kan. So, just nak cerita lah.
Yeah.
Sometimes in our attempt to stop customers from withdrawing, it does bear fruit. Rezeki datang, without us knowing, right? So, sometimes it does
It
happen
happens
that
lah,
it
kan?
happens that way.
Don't mind, man.
Yeah, it's a saying, you never know, you never try.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
wait a little bit longer and
Yeah.
miracles can happen for you, kan?
It's quite
So our
interesting.
tellers,
Ah.
this is a reminder, our tellers are trained to make sure that you don't withdraw.
Alamak. Now we know the secrets. It's all
Because
coming out here.
you could win the next month.
I think the last time, other than going to Malacca, after that also, I went with their team to deliver a car, a BMW. So it's quite interesting. Sebab uncle tu, dia datang dengan motorbike.
Oh.
Then in the end, I tanya uncle tu, so macam mana like kereta ni? Then you can see his son is like so happy lah. Because the son know he's the one that's going to drive the car.
He's the one who's going to get the car,
Yeah.
actually.
And uncle pun baru beli kereta baru.
Yeah. Kata, ayah janganlah jual dulu kereta ni, ayah. Kita pakailah sebulan ke 2 bulan ke.
Yeah.
Sebab, especially if you come from a humble background, the tendency is people normally say, hey, I don't need such a car, there's a lot more that I can do with that kind of money, with the family and all. So ada a lot of tendency to actually jual lah kereta tu. Tapi kadang-kadang, this kind of story lah, you see kan, the kids dia kata, ayah pakailah sebulan ke 2 bulan ke, lepas tu ayah jual lah. So ada lah that kind of story kan. Dia sangat mencuit hati lah sometimes. So you have to, move around and understand your customers and all. These are all stories that, we can tell to our children kan. Ataupun yang terutamanya kalau dia tak tahu nak berterima kasih, tak tahu nak bersyukur, ni lah kita keluarkan story-story macam ni.
Betul.
Yeah.
Okay, that was very nice. Obviously kita dah touch base on saving, kan? Memang kita dah save that 10 ringgit, janganlah withdraw, kan? Because we want to save it for ourselves. But what about investing? That is a completely different topic, betul tak? So, when should a person focus on each? Because, maybe like I want to save money first. But like maybe I want to make more money by investing. So, tell me your thoughts, guys. Love to know.
Mr. Money will tell you.
Jay, the Mr.
Okay, probably I'll start first. I think the first thing is that kita perlu ingat tu, bila kamu ada duit, yang pertama tu kamu perlu simpan dulu. And always tell people simpan dulu. You must have at least an emergency fund. So kalau kata save tu at least 3 bulan lah.
Okay.
Kalau kata your salary tu 3,000 satu bulan, you save sampai 9,000.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Ada 9,000, lepas tu kamu boleh fikir invest. Anything more than that, you can think about it. Every month from now onwards, saya letak setengah masuk dalam investment.
Okay.
Okay. Ada juga orang yang tanya, tapi nak save sampai 3 bulan tu dah 1.5 tahun dah.
Yeah.
Which is betul juga kan?
Yeah.
Nah. And I will tell these people, then you at least, kalau kamu mesti tak sabar tu, then at least lah, save RM2,000 dulu lah.
2,000,
betul.
okay.
So number one, let's say kalau setiap bulan kamu boleh save RM500, okay? Ataupun RM300 lah, tak apalah, whatever the amount kan.
Yeah.
RM500. So your first few months, RM500 semua masuk dalam emergency fund dulu. Now, so that amount you can put into SSP. Because sebab anytime you need, you can withdraw it if there's an emergency.
Correct.
Tapi you're also motivated not to withdraw.
Yeah.
Sebab boleh menang jadi jutawan nanti.
Yeah.
You don't want something that anytime you can take out as you wish. Okay. Then after you hit the RM2,000 mark, you still save 500 a month kan? Now you split 250. So 250 continue putting in SSP. Then the other 250 you boleh fikir. Nak invest dalam ASB ke, stock ke, apa ke, you fikir lah. And during these few months when you are fulfilling your emergency fund saving, itulah masa tu kamu belajar.
Yeah.
Because one thing about investing that is very different from simpanan tu adalah you perlu ada lebih banyak knowledge.
Yep.
Okay, you need to know more to understand
That's
baru
right.
kita
Yep.
boleh buat
That's
lah.
right.
Betul?
And you need to have good habits.
Sebab
Sebab that's why that few months is about building a habit that is good. Because when you invest, kalau kamu tak ada good habit, so fikirlah, kamu invest dalam stock. Stock sekarang tu mungkin you kata in the next 5 years, I think dia akan naik 100%. Okay, you banyak conviction, you believe. Tapi mungkin bulan depan sesuatu berlaku, stock mungkin akan jatuh juga. Saham akan jatuh 20% juga. Tapi kamu tahu syarikat tu syarikat yang bagus. Tapi you mesti ada good habit. Kalau kamu tak ada emergency saving, besok kereta kamu tayar pangcit, you perlu jual saham. Kat kerugian yang 20% tu. Then you susah lah. You have to be able to ada emergency fund to hold it long enough. And that's why habit is important.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is how you have to distinguish between simpanan dengan investment. Yeah. What about you, Jay?
I mean, spot on, Peter. Except to add on also, when you talk about investment, the way I look at it is very simple. You do not invest on something that you cannot lose, right? So if one day things kita dah lebih canggih, kita rasa kita dah faham stock market ni dengan baik sekali, kita rasa kita nak cubalah, right? Kita cuba. Then we take, yang kita ada ni, simpanan kita selama 5 tahun ni. Ada 5,000 contohnya. Kita masuk mula-mula, human beings habit memang macam ni, right? Kita try 500. Dan naiklah, kalau aku jual dapat 800. Jual lah dapat 800. Sedagian, right? It all starts that way, right? Then eventually it becomes, kalau aku letak 5,000, aku dapat 8,000.
Faham?
Right? But remember, your 5,000 is your 5 years long savings?
Yeah.
Right? Do you want to lose all that? So you always have to think that way. So ramai, a lot of people that have hit different ways of investment and has made good returns out of it in different forms and shapes. But we always must have the understanding of, like what Peter has just mentioned, right? When you save, it is always for when you need the money, right? So why do we save? We save for our children's education fund, we save for our retirement, we save. These are all purpose of savings, right? And why we don't say investing for education, investing for retirement? It's because if you invest, you could also lose, right? But we want to make sure that you are also trained from the very young age to know what are the different types of investment. Sebab bukan semua investment dia punya risk is the same.
Yep.
That's where kita kena ada literacy, kita kena ada education. We must go through that phases of understanding investment. And jangan sekali, ini saya punya nasihat, janganlah kita ada unsur tamak. Sebab selalunya yang rugi daripada investment ni adalah mereka yang tamak, right? Because when greed takes over, you do not have rational thinking anymore, right? Because it's overcome by greed. And then, and a lot of times yang daripada pengalaman kita sendiri dekat bank ni, kita nampak ramai yang because benda tu dia tahu pun, tak logik lah kalau masuk banyak ni boleh dapat keuntungan yang banyak dalam masa yang singkat ni.
Yeah.
Tak boleh masuk akal lah. Tapi dia buat juga. Sebab kawan dia buat, kawan dia berjaya. Lepas tu kawan kepada kawan dia buat boleh berjaya. But jangan sampai turn kita dia tak berjaya, right? Tapi what is the element of that? The element of that is greed, right? You know it is too good to be true. Tapi kita masuk juga, right? So that's where we have to always be disciplined. Investment requires discipline. And to understand the investment, the different types of investment, right? Macam kalau kita ada duit lebih, kita patut masuk ASB, these are all principal protected, you will get back your money dan sebagainya kalau you perlu jual dan sebagainya, and you know you are in good hands, right? Dikendalikan oleh institusi yang baik, yang telah pun terbukti dan sebagainya, yang itu safe investment. Yang perlu diterapkan daripada awal lagi. So we need to also have that kind of discipline and literacy and education, right? Bukan semua investment ni dia punya risk dia sama, right? So kalau of course lah kalau kita masukkan duit dalam skim cepat kaya ni, you can expect your money to be gone, right? Dalam sekelip mata. Tapi kalau you ada investment punya discipline and you know what kind of investment that you have, ada banyak investment scheme kita di negara ini yang selamat, right? Salah satu contohnya yang saya bagi is kita, lah dia, it can be, how you look at it, ASB can be savings also, right? But dalam kita save, kita juga invest. So PNB or ASNB has different unit pelaburan kan. So yang kita boleh menyimpan sambil melabur.
Yeah, because obviously macam somebody who like makes a salary every month kan, of course after your commitments, after everything you dah bayar, there will be some money left. And maybe some people think like, oh tak apalah, I letak je dalam bank I, every year I will simpan this much lah. But instead of simpan, you can actually put it in like a savings plan and it will grow bigger kan. But I think a lot of people like miss out on that.
True.
So knowledge is important lah. We need to learn more. I see. Okay. So, I am very lucky that my parents my parents actually helped out with my savings since I was a kid. So, obviously because of that...
That's why you're a millionaire, lah.
Alamak. We cannot tell. We need to keep it to ourselves. I'm just kidding. Belum lagi, guys. InsyaAllah, one day pray for me. We pray for each other. But of course, when it comes to parents today, kan, so maybe some parents, they have kids, they don't really think about these things, kan. So, macam, for the parents, macam mana diorang nak sort of cultivate the saving habits in the younger generation? Mana tahu there's like young parents watching, they have like a 3-4-year-old kan. So how do we like sort of cultivate that in the young generation? I feel like I'm not that young anymore. I'm learning this late also. So please
this one
give us your wisdom. Give the wisdom now, sorry.
We know we go to a lot of schools, right? And we start them from young. So when we go to schools, we always encourage the schools to also include the parents.
Wow, yes,
right?
yeah.
So bila kita run macam literacy punya awareness punya programs, terutamanya di sekolah, we know we are actually talking to the parents, kan? The school children, the money comes from the parents, right? So the education cannot be just the one that spends the money or save the money. The education must also come from the person that provides the money, right? Because when you provide the money, it is very painful if you do not know how the money is spent, right? So this is where the literacy campaign that we run, we go to school, we include the parents. Kita ajar very simple things, right? I mean, if you have okay, we always say whether you want to save or not is a choice, right?
It's a choice.
I am not talking as though I'm oblivious ataupun tak. You tahu tak sekarang ni semua benda mahal, cost of living mahal dan sebagainya. I know, right? But whether or not you want to save is still a choice. Now, how do you do it? Contohnya, right? There is always option where you can alter lifestyle, right? Why do you alter lifestyle? Kenapa, right? Sebab prioriti saya ataupun keutamaan saya adalah untuk menyimpan sekurang-kurangnya RM100 sebulan. Contohnya lah.
Yeah.
So tak kala bila ada cabaran yang lain datangnya daripada okay lah, dulu every weekend I can go out and indulge a little bit, right? But my priority now is to save, and because things have been okay, my salary has gone up a little bit, but it's outweighed by some of the expenses, contohnya. But I still want to prioritize that RM100 savings. Now, how do I do it? It's a choice, right? So this is where, when we go to schools, for example, we want to tell people, what are your choices? As a parent, what are your choices? Murid-murid sekolah ni kita kena cakap lah daripada awal, right? Daripada young ni.
Yeah.
What is the importance of knowing what is enough? Knowing when to say, okay, yang itu mungkin saya tak sepatutnya berbelanja, right? Saya boleh jimat, I can do this, I can do that, right? That's my life option. But you have to start from young. So this savings propensity ni, untuk selalunya lah, values ni, dia datang daripada young, when you are young, right? Melentur buluh biar daripada rebungnya, right? So you have to start from the very young age. And you inculcate this culture and you build it in them. InsyaAllah when they grow up one day, dia akan tahu that kind of value of why savings is important. Yeah. But otherwise, susah. Jadi kalau dah umur 30 tahun ni kita nak suruh disimpan, memang
Alamak.
Yeah.
Getting called out, guys.
Betul.
Yeah. Susah sikit lah.
Faham?
Yeah, I think the thing about like nak ajar anak-anak tentang simpanan tu, I think there's two things lah. First thing I want to say that banyak parents mereka ada kala mereka rasa I myself not that good in money. How can I teach my kid?
Betul.
Yeah.
Now I would say that that is not true.
Yeah.
Because sebab kalau kata dalam kanak-kanak ni, you tak perlu ajar dia literasi kewangan yang macam saham investment, that kind of thing, right? You only need to ajar dia satu benda.
Yeah.
Don't simply spend and save money. So bagi saya, every day, I bagi anak saya RM4. So, tiap-tiap hari saya bagi dia RM4, saya akan tanya dia, so nanti nak buat apa dengan duit tu?
Betul. Kena tanya.
So,
Susah dah dapat duit pada Peter ni. RM4
Saya
pun dia
bagi
tanya.
je.
Kan
Bagi je,
RM4
bagi
pun
je.
kesian.
Then dia akan pergi sekolah, dia akan beli barang semua tu kan.
Yeah.
Then every night, I akan tanya dia juga, what you spend on, you ada save tak? This is still not the thing yet. Nanti saya bawa dia pergi Mr. DIY. Then dia akan kata, Daddy, I nak toy ni. Then saya akan tanya dia, saya ada bagi kamu RM4 satu hari kan?
Oh.
Do you save?
My goodness.
Then dia akan kata, saya ada RM3. Then saya akan tengok price. Saya kata, ini RM10 lah. Then he will be like, I got 4. Then I say, okay. Means you kira, saya bagi kamu 4 sehari. Can you save for the next 5 days?
Yeah.
Then if every day you save RM1, you ada RM5. Tambah RM4, you ada RM9. Then 1 minggu lagi, you akan dapat. So if you do this, 2 weeks later, we come back and we buy lah.
Wow, look at this lesson lah. So good.
So now this is what I teach him. So last time, I don't know whether work or not. I just say ni. So lepas tu, really later he save the money, RM10, you bawa dia pergi, then you ask him, you nak beli tak?
Tak nak lah.
Then he like, maybe not lah.
Yeah.
Kau susah kan?
Yeah, this is a struggle to save that
So he's like,
$30 pula.
maybe not lah. But there are
Oh.
days that after that, when I bring him again, then he'll say, actually, I really want. Then they akan beli. I say,
Yeah.
okay lah, use your own money lah.
Yeah. And then
Wow.
if you add that with some kind of reward,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
You somehow reward. You will give them, you say, you can save up to 8 ringgit, I will top up the 2 ringgit. Example,
betul.
right? Example. This is not about that 2 ringgit or the 8 ringgit that he saved, but this is to inculcate the behavior. Kan? Selalunya macam tu. Now, pakai contoh Peter tadi. Sebab susah nak dapat duit daripada Peter ni. Sebab dia tanya sampai
Kedekut.
very detail. What do you think the kids when they spend, because he's given 4 ringgit a day, right? He could finish the 4 ringgit a day by choosing lauk-lauk yang mantap kat sekolah. Betul tak? Ayam, daging. Can finish the 4 ringgit.
Yeah.
Boleh kan? Boleh je. But sebab dia rasa dia kena save 2 ringgit. Dia kata hari ni mungkin tak payah makan daging. Kita makan, you know, kita makan nasi berlaukkan something yang, you know, 2 ringgit. Right? We can do away with some things in life because our priority has changed.
Betul.
Yeah.
Right? Our
Yep.
priority now is to save. And that excellent behavior is further demonstrated bila nanti dia tahu betapa susahnya, right? I have to give up something valuable that I hari-hari kot makan ayam, makan daging hari-hari. Tak menjadi masalah kepada I. Tiba-tiba I tak boleh makan daging
Yeah.
selama seminggu. Dia menjadi satu kesusahan, right?
Yeah,
Betul.
yeah, yeah,
Satu
yeah.
benda yang I kena ubah, you know, lifestyle change. Because my priority has changed to saving 2 ringgit a day. And just that simple tweak in behavior, and eventually, because it's so hard earn, bila dah sampai 10 ringgit, like what Peter just said, tak naklah beli benda tu, but I continue to simpan. So
Yeah.
that's how the behavior has changed. So that's how behavior can be transformed. So we always say savings is a choice. Yeah.
I
It's
love
always a
that. I
choice,
love
yeah.
that. Oh my goodness, I think it's too late for my niece, guys. So I am an auntie and my niece is about 7 years old lah. And I spoil her so much, okay? Anything she wants, I will buy. Anything she wants, I will buy. And I remember one day she wanted me to buy her a toy. And I said, where's the money coming from? Did you save, you know, from your parents? My brother and my sister-in-law. Save tak the money that they give you allowance. And you know what she said? She said, auntie ada banyak duit apa? Boleh je beli for me.
Aunty kerja Astro kot.
Literally. Auntie kerja radio. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now because she has a point. She has a point. So
Yeah.
this is good. Now I will go home and try to reverse psychology her.
Yeah.
So
Tell
that
you a
she will
joke.
start saving.
So anak saya umur 7 juga. So we always tell him, you need to save. Then we always tell him, then satu hari nanti you work hard, then you have more money. Then you tahu dia bagi tahu isteri saya apa. He say, Mami, you work hard for me lah. You work hard for me so you can buy me that toy can lah.
Kids these days.
That genes must have come from you, Peter.
Yes. This is Peter's fault actually,
Yeah.
right?
That is good genes, good
So
genes.
sometimes you don't know what to say as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
work hard for me lah.
Yeah. Outsmart the system.
Oh my goodness.
But there are many ways to do it, right?
Yeah.
But remember, it's never about the money. It's about the behavior, the
The
change in
mentality, the
behavior.
behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's the value system, you know. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Of course, before we end this episode, is there anything the both of you want to say to everybody before we end this? Jay dengan Peter, ada apa-apa tak?
So I've done some marketing.
Wish, tengah flex.
Given
tengah
any
flex.
opportunity, I have to do more marketing. Of course, we do run a lot of products in the bank, not just savings, but you know we are also a bank that gives out good form of financing to help people with very purposeful, reasons to have financing. But with all that, after what we've said today, it is very, very important for us to think about our future, right? And not just about today or tomorrow, but about our future. right? And you can only future-proof your future if you have the right savings habit, if you have the right financial habits. And it starts with us. Tak kira umur kita berapa, tak kira umur anak kita berapa, tiada yang terkecuali sebab everyone can start somewhere, right? We just have to change that behavior. Even if it's 10 ringgit, doesn't matter. Start somewhere, right? Savings is a choice. Message daripada penaja rancangan.
Lah. Put it on a t-shirt kan.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Thank you so much for that. And Peter, anything you want to say before we
I
end
think
this?
for me is before that I just want to ask. Sekarang korang ada buat live TikTok for the SSP draw kan?
Ada
So
ada
this
live.
Saturday ada.
Last one was I think last week.
Last week.
It's always the first week of the month.
Wow.
Yeah, our live draw is on Facebook, it's on social media. First Saturday of the month.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it's quite short. You boleh
So-
pergi TikTok tengok.
Yeah.
Dia orang draw.
Yeah. And draw, and all after the draw is done independently by whoever is there and in the audience, and the seat will be picked, and then when it goes into the system, it's totally independently run. So it's independently done. It's verified. Everything before the winner is announced. So look out for every first Saturday of the month akan ada seorang jutawan.
I am so ready.
Pasti.
That's going to be me. Next Saturday, the next month, first Saturday,
The
I'm
next
going to be
month first
there.
Saturday. So we see who's the 116.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
16.
need to save 3,000 with us.
Wow, that is amazing. Look at BSN, man. So generous on TikTok live, giving somebody
Yes.
a million ringgit as well. Now, you know what? In conclusion, today's episode is all about what do you do with all this money if you're a millionaire? Well, you can be a millionaire if you actually save with the SSP BSN. And who knows, it could be you the next one. You might just win a car as well. So just, go to any branch at BSN and do that saving because like what Jay said, saving is a choice, kan?
Yes.
And also, I think saving is also a habit that we need to sort of harness, not just in yourself, but also in your children. And hopefully everybody will just save and just have a comfortable life, right?
Yep.
That is the goal. Thank you so much. This is Borak Santai BSN. We will see you guys on the next one.